and welcome back to another edition of the Big Exclusive Podcast. We here each and every Tuesday night live on the Big Exclusive Network only. First thing I got to do, I got to take care of business, got to get these bills paid, got to show the sponsors some love because without them, there would be no us. Okay. First out the gate, the youngest in charge, my 9-year-old daughter now, Cameron, with Low Exclusive Bakery, home of the best chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, um, chocolate chip toffee cookies. And she introducing a new strawberry cookie, one regular and one that's filled with cream cheese frosting. Shit, I can't wait. Been in the test kitchen, fucking them Jones up. Y'all know my fat genes stay activated, okay? Fat Genes Stay Activated. Check that out Saturdays on YouTube, only on the Big Exclusive Network. Check out my oldest daughter, who is now 11, just recently celebrated her birthday. Happy belated birthday, Kayla. There you have it, Made Wild by Kayla. She is now 11. You can get your daughters and even yourself some lip gloss, some lip balm, some body butter, some body mist, whatever you need. You can find all her products over on iCraftMart.com, made for us by people who look like us. Support Black business, please. And if you need to get your credit fixed, you need to build it while you're getting it fixed. You need to start to learn how to activate that generational wealth. Check out Mastermind Credit Game. Okay. They have a group on Facebook. If you want the link, let me know. I'll share it with you. You can join a Facebook group. Inside that group, you'll get free credit tips on how to build and fix your credit. Also, if you need more help than that, sign up for the program. And make sure you have everything you need to build your credit, to repair it, to get a business started, to get business credit, and get your business funded. Okay, check out Mastermind. That being said, I got to get y'all the lineup on the Big Exclusive Network because we got family. And if you hear early, I need y'all to do what y'all do. Start tagging folks in because we got a dope ass show tonight. And I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. Okay, we got a special guest coming through. You know, the fellas is here. Make sure y'all tag y'all friends in and immediately share this to your Facebook or YouTube. Share the link. Every weekday morning, we have Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the Morning, streaming live at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. each and every weekday morning. So what that mean? That mean Monday through Friday, y'all get to kick it with Mr. Yeah, I Said It. Okay, right now, if you missed the show, you can check it out on the Big Exclusive Network YouTube page. But he is on every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. On Monday night, following Big Roll, you got Lashia with Think Different TV. Join her as she discusses social topics, spotlights independent artists, and shares financial tips. Also, she does this game at the end of her show I think is really dope. You might want to tune in so you can participate in the game and win you some cold hard cash. She not bullshitting. She will cash app you your winnings at the end of the show. Which reminds me, you got to send me the winner's cash app from last night, Lashia. Don't forget that. On Tuesday nights, you have, as Roll would say, the big ticket, the Big Exclusive Podcast. This is the flagship show. It's the namesake show with Angry OG, comedian Topp Fliight, and myself, your boy Big Exclusive. Wednesday night, our brothers from another, along with the Thuggish Ruggish of all women I know. You got Taj Mahal, Bianca Monroe, Mr. Cheese. Tune in for the Rabbit Hole 13 each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Thursday night, get your freak on. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Thursday night, you got Foreplay with B. That is right. Foreplay with B. Thursday nights at 9 p.m. She will edutain you, which means she will educate you about the freak stuff and entertain you with the freak stuff. So you will get educated and sexucated. Whatever that means. I'm just making up shit tonight. But make sure you tune in to Bianca Monroe each and every Thursday night, 9 p.m. on the Big Exclusive Network. Friday is open. So if you or somebody want to get in on the Big Exclusive Network, we're looking for a host for a midday show. If you think that's you, send us a 1 to 2 minute video audition. Send it via our email at therealbigexclusive@gmail.com. Tap in to join the team at the Big Exclusive Network. Sunday, you got that Eagles game day special. What better show to watch What better pregame show to watch than the Eagles game day special, hosted by all Philly natives, okay? You got Poppy Montega, you got Big Roll, Angry OG sneak in for some angry ass segments, and then he dips out. Sunday night, we bring you the Poppy Montega show, including Brethren Samuels. He got so many different characters. What you might want to do is tune in to learn something. You never know what you're going to get, okay? You tune in, you might get Brethren Samuels. He might hit you with the Cavs. He might hit you with the Cavs. You might get Kanye East, who might be on there on some bullshit. That's Kanye West's cousin. Brethren Samuels is Kevin Samuels' cousin. You never know what you're going to get on the Poppy Montega show each and every Sunday night on the Big Exclusive Network. That's all the plugs. That's everybody that we know and we fuck with. Let's get to the shits. I'm going to bring in the angriest man I know personally, angriest man in the podcast game, my brother from another, my down the bottom Ken, Angry OG. What's happening with you, man?
Hey now.
Hey now. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I feel with my hands.
I feel with my hands. That's
I'm
what I was waiting on.
I'm feeling like doing the 12 places show. Shit, man.
You feel like what now?
We're gonna talk about this after the show.
We're gonna talk about it after the show. God damn it! If we got to talk about it after the show,
we're gonna let the people decide whether or not I should do a 12-place show.
Hey, wait a minute.
We're gonna let the people decide.
Wait a minute. I'm loving that idea. But as you can see, let me get you up out of here right quick. I need the screen to my. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I can see the hate in the fucking comments. I ain't read no hate tonight. Giants 5 and motherfucking 1. Keep the hate to yourself, okay? Now, only reason I'm going to take off the hat right now is because I want to give OG a minute to do his thing, right? OG got a message for y'all. I'm going to run over. I'm going to handle some business behind the scenes. And when I come back, the hat will be gone, right? And then we're going to bring in our special guest. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give y'all a heads up on what we're going to be talking about, the topics. And the guest informed me she will be sticking around all night. So just a little teaser. Just a little teaser. We bringing in Dominique Godwin, MA, master level clinician. You know we don't fuck around on the Big Exclusive podcast. We bring them in. That's because they exclusive. They know what the fuck they talking about. They know what they doing, okay? We don't bring no bullshit on the Big Exclusive Network, okay? So check it out. Topics for tonight. What is mental health? The stigma in the Black community. Grounding techniques for anxiety. That's personal to me because I suffer from anxiety. And she going to get on here and she going to help me out. Number 2, the do's and don'ts of cheating. What are the signs? I know y'all been cheated on. I know you some bitches done some cheating. So we ain't going to get on here and lie. We're going to keep it 101 and then some. Then we going back to the 90s. We're going back to the 90s. You know me, Big Schools are always feeling nostalgic because I just love where I came from, where I grew up at, and just that 90s vibe from the television to the fucking music. We're going to get into it tonight. We're going to talk about the 90s. I want to see where y'all head at when we talking about the 90s. And then we got a bonus joint, right? Is it true that opposites attract? Hold those thoughts. Don't start responding just yet, okay? I'm bringing OG back in. I'm going to handle some business. He's going to talk to y'all for a quick second. I'm going to come back. I'm going to read y'all comments because I know y'all said, what's up? We don't have fans on the Big Exclusive podcast, okay? We don't have fans. If you listen to somebody and they call y'all fans, that's on y'all. We only got family around here. So I need y'all to make sure y'all sharing the stream, tag in your friends. And we don't get the show started till we got at least 15 shares. So I'm going to go check. OG, talk to him.
Did this dude really just come on here with that bullshit? Giants fucking whatever the fuck is supposed to be on. Yo, go ahead and do what you gotta do. Do what you got. Get off the screen and do what you gotta do.
Disrespectful, baby.
Do what you gotta do.
Disrespectful,
get the fuck off the screen and do what you gotta do.
Mad disrespectful,
and it can't be hate because y'all looking up at us. Y'all 5-1, we 6-0. You looking up at us, so it can't be no hate. Like you're below us. But the fact that you came on the show with that bullshit Baker's hat on, I'm gonna get a hold of that shit and pee in it one day. Watch. You ain't gonna never be able to wear it again. But on to bigger and better things. That we ain't gonna keep talking about that fucked up bullshit hat he had on. Now, this is why I need the people to speak. I'm thinking about piggybacking Bianca's foreplay with something for the fellas. It's going to be called 12 play. I just really only been thinking about it for a couple of days, but I need y'all input. I need our family to speak on it. Do y'all think OG should do something like that? I need to hear from y'all. I need to hear from y'all. I think I think I'm gonna be a little bit more Bianca X-rated. I might be triple X, and plus Bianca she's making her way out of the streets right now, so she can't be as feisty as she would normally be, because you can't be that way when you ain't in the streets no more. So she got 1 foot on the curb and 1 foot in the street, but she on her way on the sidewalk. So she ain't gonna be that X-rated. So I'm gonna say a little bit more than I'm supposed to say. I don't give a shit, but you say I always take it too far. But sometimes too far, it ends up being funny. It's all about entertainment. So if y'all think that OG should go ahead and do something with this 12 play show, give me a hell yeah. I need to see it in the comments. I really need to see it. Y'all got to hype me up to do with this shit. Y'all know I'm shy. Y'all know I'm shy. What about do we got any Cowboy fans in here?
I'm back.
Do we got any Cowboy fans in here?
Let me get to the people who showed love, who said what's up. They part of the show, bro. Because it's now, keep in mind, Topp Fliight, he was he got something going on, so Flight won't be here tonight. But that's all good. Show Flight some love. Give a major shout out to our brother. Let him know what I mean, he and y'all thoughts or whatever. But one monkey, Dan show don't stop no show. Okay. And we got a special guest, and she cute. So fellas, y'all be okay. Okay. She all right. Y'all gonna be pleased. Think Different TV. Great evening, guys. Great evening, everyone. What's up, Lashia? Q in early. That's how you know it's gonna be a dope ass show. Q in this motherfucker early. Okay, that's dope as hell. Mimi, you got to give me a second. You interrupting. Don't kill my vibe right now. Lisa Carter. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, fellas. Good evening to you, Lisa Carter. She said, I'm gonna need the cream cheese cookies. Lisa, I guess that should be please. Yeah, they're gonna be strawberry cookies with a cream cheese filling. We've been in the test kitchen, and when I tell you these motherfuckers is soft and delicious, you're gonna be ordering them by the dozen. Okay. Brandy, what's up, Brandy? Smooth ass segues. Brandy, you see me. I'm like, I can teach you a little something. Christine doing the right thing, tagging in all her friends early. She hit me with the good evening, people. Lisa tagged her folks. Peace to you, Poppy Montega. Queen Ree is in early too. That's how I know it's going to be a good night. Queen Ree, make sure you share the stream, okay? Look at Christine showing her brother all that love. I love you, sis. She tagging more people in. There she go, Miss Bianca Monroe. She said, hey, everyone. Side note, Bianca is transitioning from the streets.
Yeah, she halfway on the sidewalk.
You ever thought this day would come?
I don't appreciate that, man.
She leaving you out there by yourself, OG.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
Now you out there playing in traffic by yourself.
I thought I was your Chucky doll. I was your friend today.
Here we go. Our fourth co-host in the comments, the legendary Mr. Yeah, I said it himself. He said, walking in, doing a spin and a slide to my seat marked King of the Comments. You damn right, Roll. You damn right. Man, one of the biggest supporters we got at the Big Exclusive, not only podcast, but network. Miss Tiffany Ann Dennis. Hey, Tiff is what Roll like to call you. And she already shared. Okay, she already shared. Here we go. Security in the building. So if you act up in the comments, we will have Hannibal drag you up out this motherfucker, okay? Don't get in here and get crazy. Oh, now we got Miss Key Lolo Kardashian Jackson in the building. Sharon, what's up? Sharon just posted some oxtail sliders that look incredible. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Sharon, I don't fuck with you like that no more. You doing all this coming to the stage, and I ain't tried nothing yet.
Ain't nobody had nothing yet.
Ain't nobody had nothing yet. Tiffany Ann doing her thing. Oh, but OG, side note, real quick. New barbecue spot down by the stadium, Danny D's Barbecue. I went and hollered at him. He said, man, listen, tell me you coming for the Fat Gene Activated show. He said, I'm gonna have it spread. He said, I'm gonna have it
When they
spread.
open?
I just need to give him a date for when we can come down and do it.
Where we going Saturday then?
No, Saturday too soon. We got to at least give him a week. He doing real barbecue, bro. He smoking brisket like 16 hours and a custom rub with custom barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
He gave me a sample when I was down there, bro.
Let's
book it for next Saturday then. Lashia, that's some hating ass shit. I'm not posting that. Christine, this is your one and only. This for all you pigeon fans. This is the last time I'm posting anything about the pigeons. All right.
You can come on here with that bullshit hat on, though, right?
Man, listen. You can have a bullshit jersey on or a bullshit hat. It wouldn't make me no never mind.
But you ain't going. You trying not to show our shit though.
Miss Sonia Carroll. Miss Sonia Carroll, I'm glad to see you feeling better, Miss Sonia Carroll. She said, hey, Tiff, speaking of OG, big roll daps to the fellas, hugs to the ladies. Roll only want to hug y'all to feel y'all titties, so be careful, okay?
Yeah, roll a pervert shit, man.
Lashia said, big exclusive. How was it being 30 in the 90s? Ooh, bang, 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 bang. Shots fired. I'm going to remember that, okay?
It's better than being younger than 30. How about that?
Remember that.
It's better than being younger than 30.
Look, they want the show. Christine said that would be dope. OG, go for it. Sonia said, yes, do it. Tiffany said 12 play. She looking like, yo, let's do it, OG. Brandy, Bowden R. Bad idea, Lashia. Bad idea. Big Roll Friday night should belong to Angry OG. To put it down for the brothers, got my vote. He said, hell yeah. Sonia, hell yeah. Bianca said, lies. I'm still going to be spicy. He's secure enough in his manhood for me to go there. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna test it then. Oh, but damn, I can't be saying out of pocket shit to her no more.
Yeah, because
I can't disrespect his, his queen like that.
I'll post this one, Lashia. F the Cowboys. Let me hurry up and get through this. Lillian cannot use the phone. Hit us with the good evening, folks. The beautiful Sabrine is in the building. How you doing, lovely? Post your business right quick so I can put it on the screen. We about to get the show super started. Lillian, trust me, my cuz can burn. I know she can burn. We ain't saying she can't burn. We just saying that
I got taste it. I don't want to hear none of that. My taste buds gonna be the judge, not what you say.
So wait, let me send this to our producer right quick. Cause she out and about.
I peeped the alley you just threw too.
You seen it?
Yeah.
You seen it? I'm good sometimes. Here it is, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, get your paparazzi jewelry from the lovely Sabrine at www.miamorepaparazzi.com. That's miamorepaparazzi.com. Bianca, he only 3/4 of my boyfriend. Laugh out loud.
That's the majority.
Listen, majority rules. With that being said, it's that time. We don't play all the time. Every now and again, we got to bring y'all some serious content. And we fortunate to be able to have booked this young lady to come in and talk some mental health in the community. I've seen her. She's walked by me thousands of times. But the time we finally got to talk, she like, yeah, I'm a clinician. I said, say what now? She like, yeah. I said, oh, you got to come on this mental health month or day or whatever it was. Point is, she here to talk some mental health. I'd like to introduce she actually sent me a little bio too. I should read that. That's important. I wanted to bring her in right because I be trying to be like Steve Harvey. Remember he was doing the Kings of Comedy.
You the greatest hype man I ever seen, man.
I'm the greatest hype man you ever seen.
Was for MC Hammer. For real.
Miss Dominique Godwin, MA, master's degree, clinical psychology with a concentration in trauma. Since 2011, Dominique has pursued a career in behavioral health services. In 2019, she joined a private practice where she provided mental health therapy in an outpatient setting. Her main goals and aspirations of becoming a therapist were motivated by her needs to give back to the African American community. See there? And she coming on here giving back, showing love. Dominique contributes her success as a therapist to unique characteristics such as listening, dissecting body language during communication, and articulating sound advice. Her advocacy for mental health is motivated by her love for people. With that being said, let's bring in Ms. Dominique Godwin, M.A. Dom, what's up?
Hey.
Wait a minute now. Let me check the shirt out. Let me check.
You see it.
Dope Black mental health counselor. Shit, round of applause in the audience. Can we get a round of applause for that? Thank you very much for coming on to the show.
You got to get the applause button, man.
I definitely got to get the applause.
You got to download that.
Yeah, I got to definitely download that. In the meantime, here's one. Cuffs. There you go. Big cuffs.
No, she knew she got to get one, man.
You definitely got to get one.
She got to get one.
So I'm sure you be watching, but every time, we have somebody new, this is how we bring them into the fold. This is how we show them love. Now, if you didn't laugh at that, I was taking you off the show. I'm sorry.
Wow.
All right, let's get into it. Welcome to the Big Exclusive Podcast. How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty damn good. I can't lie. Look at all these rounds of applause coming in just for you, Miss Godwin. The love is real. Go Dominique. Welcome to the show.
I just saw a new name.
Yeah, I don't know who Jack.
That's two new people.
All right,
I brought some people with me.
They got to go back to back.
They got to go back to back for the new folks. I'm sorry, Dom. We silly around here. And like Sabrine said, it never gets old. It never does. With that being said, welcome to the show. How are you this evening?
I'm good. The question is, how is Angry OG? How are you feeling today?
I'm a little bit traumatized right now.
Okay.
I might need to sit on the couch for about 45 minutes.
I get like 3 free sessions, but after that, I'm gonna charge you.
I need a 90871.
I don't feel like you need all of that. I don't feel like you need all.
Should I just leave? Y'all want me to just leave since you want to be talking in what's the code?
That was a CPT code, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like y'all just all right, go ahead. Y'all do y'all.
No, you say.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Y'all talking in code and ICD 910 or ICD 10.
ICD 10. It's 10.
There it is. I used to know that when I worked at the hospital. I'm washed up now. I'm sorry. I'm washed. With that being said, thank you for joining us and lending us your expertise to all our family out there. Mental health is very important. I suffer from anxiety myself. A couple other things I won't disclose on the show because I don't need these ninjas on my ass coming after me. You get niggas ammunition. They load it into their clip and they fire it back at you later. I ain't giving them none of that. I'm good with having anxiety. Most people know I have anxiety. But with that being said, I want to turn the show over to you. I want you to talk a little bit about the stigma of mental health in our community, things we could do about it, and then we're going to get into the tips. We will have questions. Keep in mind, we are silly. We mean no disrespect. Okay.
I've got a question before she gets started, though.
Yes.
Don't wait. She pointed me out, though, beloved.
Because your name is Angry.
She singled me out. She singled me out, man.
Your name is Angry OG.
No, I did not. I thought it was a round table. I thought we were all checking in to see how we felt today.
But you singled me out, though. Like, I'm the one that need the help.
Well, Big Exclusive said how he was doing, so it was only right that you were next.
No, you said I want to know how he doing.
I mean, because you came on screen with, I didn't know.
His name
that might be me crying out for help, though.
So
I didn't use those words.
So listen, this is what we're gonna do. At the end, because you stand for the whole show, right?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Love that. I said that. But listen, Angry OG pitching woo. No, I don't think we're pitching woo. Not
This is
yet,
professional
anyway.
conversation.
Yeah, not yet, anyway. With that being said, since you're gonna stick around, like I said, keep in mind we get silly, we have fun on the show. But this is important to me as it is to a lot of other people out there who may not even know they going through some or have mental health issues. So I want to turn the show over to you, and I want you to talk a little bit about, mental health in our community and what it is that we can do to help.
Okay. So my first question is, what is mental health, right? So the word mental health in itself has been thrown around a lot, especially during the pandemic. I think that people that probably didn't know they had anxiety or suffered from some level of depression, couldn't put words to it, really came out during the pandemic. Unfortunately, we were stuck in the house. We couldn't go anywhere. We're in the house with the same people. We want to get away. We want to get free. We want to get out. So when it comes to defining exactly what mental health is, mental health includes our emotional, our psychological, and our social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It also helps to determine how we handle stress. So when you're in a stressful environment or you have a stressful event, how do you handle it? How do you process stress? Some people may bite their nails. Some people may scratch until they scratch out a bald spot or pull their hair or pace back and forth or have to go to the bathroom a lot. They're stressed. That's people exhibit it in many different ways. Interpersonal relationships. So interpersonal relationships are how you relationship with other people. And that could be from intimate partners to friends, family. Those would be your interpersonal relationships. And also, last but not least, making healthy choices. An example of making a healthy choice would be boundaries. Now, I know that word is like, that's the running word these days, but how many people actually know how to set boundaries? And not even just boundaries with other people, but boundaries within yourself. And people don't like boundaries. That's just the reality of it. People don't like being put in a box. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say, how to say it. But it's my right to have a boundary. It's my right to tell you, hey, this is how I would like to be spoken to. This is how I would like to be addressed. This is how I would like to be treated. I don't like when you say these words or when you say, oh, that's silly or your little idea. Don't say stuff like that. It kind of diminishes what, it is that I'm trying to do. And so boundaries are really important in setting healthy or making healthy choices because you set them for the other people, but you set them for yourself and what it is you're going to and what you're not going to accept. The most common types of mental health really are things that people already kind of know. So you have mood disorders. A mood disorder, an example of that would be depression or bipolar. So I'll just go and throw it out there. Kanye West. I'm not a therapist. I can't diagnose him, but if I had to make a guess, I would say he has some form of a mood disorder. I would say bipolar. I would say bipolar.
Yeah, I would give him bipolar too.
I would give him bipolar because he has these manic episodes and he goes through many of his highs and lows.
Yeah. Fuck Kanye West.
Kanye West. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that because that's a whole anxiety disorder. That is something that is very prevalent in a lot of people. Anxiety can be so bad that it will literally shut you down. Your brain will begin to make up things that are literally not there. And what I usually tell my clients, with anxiety disorder, you have to determine if it's fact or fiction. Is this thing that you're anxious and worry about, is this a fact? Is this something you know to be true? Or is this something that your brain has told you is going to happen and it hasn't happened? There's no real evidence that this will even go this way. So you begin to get anxious and, worked up about it. Personality disorder. An example of that, I'm going to use Kanye West again. Narcissistic, being narcissistic. I'm not saying that. I'm just going to say he got some tendencies of
He's everything, all of the above.
Right.
Mood and personality disorders. And then you have what's called psychotic disorders. And a version of that would be schizophrenia.
That just reminded me of a quick question.
Go ahead.
I was watching that Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Did you watch it?
I did. I already knew about Jeffrey Dahmer because, of course, we go over that in school, but I think that probably was maybe the best visual for the outside world to look at. It was crazy.
For Psychosis?
I think it was the best. Would I give him Psychosis? I would give him a form of psychosis. I don't know if I would give him schizophrenia or schizoforum or.
But he
there
had
definitely
that
was
thing.
Some hallucinations. There definitely was some like stuff going on for him that he was creating things that just weren't there. Like the one that everyone was on social media, the black guy, the last one, the young one, the one he was actually in a relationship with. Like he actually liked him. He actually was digging him, but then a part of his mind was like, okay, this can't work. Like I can't let him know who I truly am. And unfortunately he killed him. And the guy really liked him. But in his mind,
it was something else. Because they said it. I was watching the Jeffrey Dahmer tapes. Probably why I can't sleep. Fuck Jeffrey Dahmer too. But point is, he had this disorder where he was afraid for people to leave him, and he was constantly killing people because they wanted to go to work or go eat or just leave and come back. Like they actually liked this man. Most of now again.
Is that something like separation anxiety or something?
Right. But then look at how his childhood was. His father was always leaving to go to work. His mom was there, but she wasn't really there. Like physically she was there, but mentally, emotionally,
and they left him in high school. They left him by himself while he was in high school.
By himself. And along with, unfortunately, the alcohol and him having mental health issues, people self-medicate all the time. And that's not the best thing to do because then, you know.
Remember, y'all, if y'all got any questions, if y'all got any questions, please put them in the chat right now. If you know anybody who may benefit from this information, please tag them in. Christine, oh, that's hard for me to read, but yeah, keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that when you said that it triggered Jeffrey Dahmer because I was watching that tape.
I think all of the serial killers. Ted Bundy, I think. Well, you know, he didn't actually.
John Wayne Gacy,
the Green River
Killer. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like
remember
mental health.
Eric Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
So definitely, they all fall into the things that we study in the field.
Ooh, you gonna come back for serial killer?
They just had a guy recently got arrested in California. They labeled him as a serial killer, a black guy.
He is the Stockton killer.
Yeah,
they actually think he's the same killer, or he got bodies in Chicago as well.
And Stockton,
yeah. They said he went dormant for 7 years once he left Chicago,
and then he just came back and exploded. Like
So listen, we gonna do some serial killer shit. We gotta make sure you come back for that too. Okay.
Okay. Guys, gotta watch Mind Hunters if you really want to get into serial killers. Mind Hunters is.
I always watch that kind of stuff. Be up late at night and shit.
Don't watch it at night. Watch it during the daytime. It's only 2 seasons. I'm mad they didn't renew it, but it talks about serial killings. And the last episode or the last season talks about a lot of children that went missing in Atlanta who were killed, and they couldn't really find the person that did it. And they ended up pinning it on a black guy.
The dude, what's his name? Andrews. What was his name? Black guy. The Atlanta child murders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. Want something else to watch on Netflix? I actually just finished it. It's only 2 seasons, but it'll keep you excited. So with that, poor mental health. So this is where we talk about the Jeffrey Dahmers. Poor mental health can be caused by a lot of psychological factors, such as trauma. Trauma could be suffered as a child. It could be emotional. It could be physical, or it could be sexual abuse. Also, an important loss early on, losing a parent, losing a guardian or someone that's raised you can be a psychological factor. It can cause some form of trauma. So with those poor mental health, if they're not resolved, I'm sure everyone has heard, or if not, the term of complex trauma. Complex trauma are traumas that occur over the lifespan, and they start as a child. So you may have a child that unfortunately was sexually abused by relatives, and maybe it happened again as they got older. Maybe it happened in college, and you know, they go through life and they hold on to this stuff and they never really talk about it. And so with the complex trauma, this now determines how they relationship with others. So going back to the interpersonal relationships, being abused verbally, psychologically, emotionally, all of those things are ways that people carry all of those things around with them. Not having a good relationship with your mom or any, you know, the woman that raised you, mom, grandma, aunt, whoever the female is that raised you, can cause you to have, you know, they say women have daddy issues. Men can have mommy issues. And that's all based on, you know, whatever traumatic experience. Maybe mom was neglectful. Maybe mom was abusive. Maybe mom was on drugs. Whatever that is for you, can cause you to, unfortunately, grow up to be a person that becomes verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally abusive to another female. You don't have respect for females. Same with daddy issues. Women chasing that male presence, that male figure that they lacked growing up, whether that was a father, an uncle, a brother, whatever it may have been. Then that goes into the stigma of the Black community. Why is there a stigma of mental health in the Black community? Like, why is that not something we talk more about? I think one of the reasons is the wording. I think within the Black community, there's this thing of what happens in this house stays in this house. We have to stop that.
And then it wasn't labeled as mental health. They just said he was crazy.
Exactly. So
they just flat out called you retarded.
And crazy, like, yeah.
Yeah, but wording, that is why people, the Black community does not reach out using crazy.
That stigma was attached to those words.
Oh, you're crazy, or oh, you're weak, or you're dangerous. Instead of saying like you're unwell, like that's what you are. You're unwell. You're not crazy. It's and unfortunately that whole stigma of what happens in this house stays in this house. But now we begin to foster things like codependency, or we foster things like love addiction and staying in relationships longer than we should and not speaking up for ourselves.
Whoa.
Right.
You see how far it reaches though? You see how far that reach?
I'm just saying.
What's love addiction though? I never heard that term.
Have you ever heard of like love bombing or any of those terms, like love bombing? All right, so love addiction can be, you can have someone that is, I'll give you an example of two people. You can have someone that's a love addict and you can have someone that's a love avoidant. Most of the time, love addicts are people that they love being in relationships. They love being with someone so much that they're addicted. They can't really live without this person. Love addiction and codependency kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You'll have someone that's a love addict. You'll have someone that's a love avoidant. Usually, I'll bring this back up with the last bonus question, do opposites attract? Most of the time, you can have two love addicts, people that just love each other to the extreme. I'll give you a perfect example. What's that girl's name on social media? Blueface and
Krishan. Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm saying her name correct. She's a love addict. She's a love addict and she's codependent.
That's toxic as fuck.
It's toxic as fuck. I'm not saying right, but that's how we would label her, as a love addict. Because she believes that her whole entire life is surrounded around this person. While she may even have the realization that this person is not good for her. But there's something in her life. There's a void in her life that she's missed. Maybe someone didn't show her enough love. I don't know what it is. I don't know the young lady. I think she's beautiful and she could do better, but that's neither here nor there. And so because of that, it has this attraction, this love addiction to Blueface. Blueface is on the opposite end of that. He's a love avoidant, where he gets a little close to her and he's showing love and they in the club, they doing this, they doing that, and then he runs off and then he's with a different person. There's no real commitment to her. So he is what we would call a love avoidant. Right. A thin line between love and hate. There you go. Perfect example.
And it came from Brandy.
I know, I see the comment.
That's the character's name, Brandy.
Take you and your burnt biscuit bag of Brandy and get the fuck out.
And so you can have things like that with, unfortunately, poor mental health. Learning how to love. The stigma of, you're crazy, or, you don't, just go pray about it. And this is coming from somebody that was raised in a Christian household. Dad was a pastor. God also created therapists. He also created counselors. Everything is not, oh, just go pray about it. You fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You don't need medication. I'm not an advocate for medication, but sometimes people need medication. It just is.
I think it's a natural cure for all of that stuff. So
absolutely.
I'm not big on the medication part. I think it's something natural that, you know.
So yes, I truly believe the earth has provided everything we need. And how do you think, you know, those pharmaceuticals exist? Because they were able to synthesize the stuff in nature. That's a whole nother show though, but great point, OG.
Lack of resources within the community. That is another reason the stigma in mental health, mental health in the Black community is the way it is. The resources that are provided in the county or better neighborhoods, we don't have that in the Black community.
They closed all those institutions down.
They closed all those institutions down. They're starting to close down these transitional housing. The rec centers are closing down. That's probably the number one place you should be able to go get some type of group counseling is a rec center. There is a rec center in every neighborhood.
Yep.
Why can't you get mental health there? The shame that comes with having a mental illness. The moment someone says, or I have depression or anxiety.
That's the big one. Like
people are going to judge.
People try to shame you and judge you for having needing help. Needing help is fucked up. And now again, let me preface this by saying I think everyone who wants to get mental help should get mental help if it's available to you, or figure out some way to get it. Or if you need help, there are crisis hotlines. We have Miss Dominique Godwin. She just said on the show she offered 3 free sessions before she had to start charging.
The first one.
Now, what needs to happen is get your resources in order, because after that 3rd session, I don't know, your case might be, you know, detrimental enough to your own health and well-being that she may find you services. I'm not saying she's capable of that. I'm just saying in the community, we have to use the resources that are available to us. And now that I know that she's available, we can always try to recommend when we see certain signs and certain people that we love. Again, if you love somebody in your family and you see that they're going down a different path, or you see they could benefit from some sort of mental health, you might want to step in and do the best you can. Now, I know a lot of times it's just like with drug addiction. A lot of times people aren't ready to go and that person has to want to help themselves. But there's nothing wrong with having the conversation, because sometimes it just takes for you to show them some love and respect for them to want to get the help, or even to open up to you, if you can't afford mental health. And I know we not trained professionals, but sometimes pay attention to what I'm about to say. This is very important. Sometimes we all just need somebody to just listen to us. You see somebody going through something on social media or in their life, don't go in trying to offer an opinion. Don't go in trying to fix them. Don't go in with your own preconceived notions about how they should help themselves, or any biases that you have when it comes to the issue that they're dealing with. Just fucking listen. Just shut your pie hole and just listen. Sometimes that's all people need, is for somebody to listen and they feel better. Because one of the biggest things that I realize when I go to therapy is when I'm able to purge those feelings and those emotions, and sometimes say those thoughts out loud and hear how irrational they are sometimes, I feel better. So take this as a tip. Sometimes your people just need somebody to talk to. That's it. Just listen. Learn how to listen without passing judgment, offering an opinion, or trying to fix somebody. You can't fix anybody. Just fucking listen. That's big exclusive tip of the night. Listen.
I got a question, Dominique. I got one question.
I agree with that big exclusive.
Your services, do you accept insurances, or it's all private pay?
We accept insurance, state insurance, insurance to employers. Yep.
Okay. State insurance and employer insurance. Now listen, you fuck around, get a lot of business off of this, right?
Okay.
You have
why I asked her that.
No, I'm saying that to say that you have help though, right? You have other people in the practice.
Yeah, so I'm at a private practice. My
Okay.
boss, his name is Leroy Ambrose. It's a private practice that I'm at. I'm under his licensure. We're currently working to get my license. I actually take my exam next month. So in 3 weeks, I take my licensure exam. So yeah, it's a whole staff of clinicians. And if we are unavailable, I can definitely give resources to help find other clinicians in the area, zip codes, what part of the city you want to go to. So yeah, absolutely. It's not just me.
Okay, good. Because I didn't want you to be overwhelmed. Be like, fucking with that network. They killing me. This nigga done bought too much work over here. I was trying to chill. Look, I used to get finished at 3 o'clock. I'm here to 6 now. Fucking with
I'm
big
working
exclusive.
till like 8, 9 o'clock already now. So it's okay.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make that clear that you may not get her. You may get one of her colleagues, and that's okay. Okay. You can tell what type of practice she at just by her personality. You're going to get somebody good that's going to be able to help you. I'm sorry, continue.
And then my last point would be culturally competent professionals. I think that is the biggest.
Oh, that's a big one.
So
Yeah.
for me,
I
I think
think
that's why I pursued counseling. For me, being an African American, it was very important for me to reach, and I'm still trying to get into every pocket corner I can, for me to reach down and touch and pull up people that look like me. I think it's so hard. It's not enough of us. It's not enough Black and brown people in this field to help people that look like them. And I'm not saying it's anything wrong with seeing a therapist that does not look like you. My personal preference,
I would prefer somebody with my same walk of life. They don't understand our culture the way we understand it.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. There's such thing as cultural nuance.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't get it.
I'm gonna be honest. The first time I actually had a breakthrough where I felt like therapy was legit was when I started going to a Black therapist, and she understood cultural nuance. Because sometimes in my hyper emotional state, yes, big exclusives can get hyper emotional. I revert back to the streets and slang. And I couldn't understand, or the person that I was dealing with first. Now, this is not a knock on that therapist. She did the best she could, but I didn't have that breakthrough until I got a Black therapist and who understood cultural nuances and kind of had an idea where I was coming from and understood implicitly the Black experience, which helped open me all the way up to those deep, dark corners I was never able to get to with the white therapist. Again, this is not a knock on white therapists. This is just me telling you guys my experience with therapy. And once I got a Black therapist, it was the reverse at first, because I was scared to open up to her because I thought she was going to judge me because I'm a Black man. She was a Black woman. I didn't know what she was thinking. You know, at the end of the day, she made me comfortable enough and related to me enough to where as though I was able to open up. And getting a Black therapist, I would highly recommend it based off of, you know, understanding, having a cultural experience and understanding cultural nuance. But that's a big one.
Yeah, it's important. I think it's important. I think that is how we bridge the gap between the Black community and mental health. My goal, hopefully next year, if I can, I would like to partner with the city. Like I would like to, so there's a rec center at the corner of my block. I want to run a group. I was thinking like, who do I need to talk to? And that's something that I would like to move forward because the community needs it. It would be a free group, you know, for the teens. Like it's so much being Black, the trauma that comes with being an African American. And I'm not sure where everyone's
like you're born with PTSD.
Right. And I'm not sure everyone's checking in from, but here in Philly, I'm sure y'all have heard what's going on here. It is like the Wild Wild West. And this is stuff that we have to worry about the cops. We have to worry about each other killing each other. We have to worry about school shootings. We have to worry about the men. Where are the men, right? Like, but what are we as women doing? How are we nurturing their mental health? And so we have to worry about the Black family and the Black dynamic. Like it's so much that has to be addressed in therapy with the Black community. Yeah,
you finna spark some shit. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm finna just tell you. Let's keep it moving because
I think she just
open Pandora's box.
She just lit the wick. She just lit that wick.
Yo,
I'm just
right?
saying.
She looked that
Listen,
way.
But you
I'm not
talked
going.
about it last
I'm
week.
not going
This
to
was
say
one
it.
of your questions last
I'm not going
week.
to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not
I'm
going to
just
say it.
saying.
It
There's
was the
so much.
nurturing part. It was the
I'm not.
nurturing part.
It was
I'm
the
not gonna
nurturing,
do it.
yeah. It's so much that we as Black people, and let's, the biggest thing of all of this is accountability. We have to realize there is nothing
You're
wrong
about
with
to get in
going to
trouble,
therapy.
Dominique.
We got some shit we need to work out. It's nothing wrong with going to go talk to somebody. Like accountability. Even as a therapist, I have a therapist. I got to check in.
Listen, let's do
I
this.
check in.
Let's take. I got a few questions from our family.
All right.
And I want to get those answered because we definitely going to move on to the tips on how to deal with anxiety, because I would be grateful to get those. Not saying my therapist haven't given me any, but it's important to have options. Lisa Carter wants to know, can traumatic experience like death of family trigger anxiety to come out of nowhere?
Absolutely.
I can answer that unequivocally. Unequivocally.
That's like infinite. Like, as long as you're around, you're susceptible to that.
Yeah. It could be the time of year, the season, the weather, somebody, they always say we got a twin. Somebody could walk past and look like that person.
Yo,
it could
I almost crashed my car one day.
No, listen
I thought
to
I
this.
saw my brother.
Go ahead, listen to this. My grandma, I was 14 when my grandma passed. I had went to sleep that night, and I had a dream that my grandma passed. When I woke up in the morning, she was in bed, dead.
Wow.
So I was going to Dobbins. I was in the 9th grade, first year of high school, 1983. She passed March the 4th, 1983. So I used to catch the 43 and the 33 to go to school. So after she died, I was on the 43 one day, and I saw this lady, and I thought it was my grandma. And I never caught the 43 again. I caught the 31 and the 33.
Yeah.
Yo,
trauma,
legit.
if not dealt with, you will always be triggered until you address it. So until you talk about it, until you can talk to someone that's like a non-biased person, we love our family, we love our friends, right? We like to share those things with them. Sometimes they can be very judgmental. And sometimes they may not always understand it. And it goes to what Big Exclusive said, like, we don't always want your opinion. We just want you to listen. Just hear out what we're saying. But I say this all the time. I say that people listen. People hear so they can respond. They don't listen to process.
So you didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything.
Hey, listen.
So when people hear, they listen to certain buzzwords so they can respond.
Just said that.
So they can have a rebuttal. They listen for certain buzzwords. There's a difference between hearing something and listening. People will hear you, but then they only hear part of what you're saying so they can respond and rebuttal. When you listen, you can process what that person is saying and then give a response. If one is even needed, because sometimes it's not always needed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Damn it, lady. Listen.
Yeah.
All right. I hope that just sunk in. I swear to you, I hope, and women, I'm not talking about just women. I'm talking about men too. Please, I pray that just sunk in. You do not need to respond to everything. Listen. If you need time to process, say, I hear you. I understood what you said. I just need time to process it. When you push and you push and you push, we don't advocate for violence, but you find a foot in your ass verbally. You find a foot in your ass verbally, not physically. We don't condone no violence. It's because that person doesn't feel heard.
Validation. Everyone wants their feelings validated.
That's it. Like, just understand. Roll had a great show Monday. He had a great show Monday. Salute to Big Roll on Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the morning, weekdays 9 a.m. on the Big Exclusive Network. But he had a great show Monday. He gave out a lot of game, and I don't know if it was because it was coming from him, but it went over a lot of women's heads. And again, the information wasn't just for women; it's for men and women. So don't assume we're addressing women because we're not. This is for the community as a whole. Sometimes you don't need to respond. Take some time to process what's being said to you so that you can understand it. And 9 times out of 10, you take that half hour, 2 hours, even the next day to it's not as deep as you think it is. That you hurt that person or you offended that person some way, somehow, and they just trying to get you to understand that. Now, everybody doesn't have the level of communication skills that everybody else have. Sometimes you have to give people some leadway. You have to sometimes break shit down to layman's term. Sometimes you can't expect man or woman to be a mind reader. Maybe they don't understand. It's why they keep repeating the behavior. Figure out a way to maybe even illustrate what the fuck you feel. But don't just listen to respond. OG said it. We said it on the podcast preview. Stop listening to respond. Just try to hear what I'm saying. Truly hear. And what again is such a huge thing. In order for you to be an effective communicator, which most people think they are, you have to be first an effective listener. So make sure you have the expert level listening skills or even basic level listening skills before you determine you an expert communicator. It's super important for you to do that. We got another question. Go ahead.
To tag on to what you said, how are you communicating? Because people think like, oh, well, I was using my words. Well, what words were you using?
So he be using $60 words and they'd be lost.
What did your body language look like when you were speaking? Was you don't
Yo,
the body language says everything before your words can get it out.
Yep, that just mess it all up. That just put the whole conversation down the drain.
Hold on, right
talking
quick.
with your hands and
agree, Russell. I agree.
We got two new ones. First of all,
we gotta go back to back, man.
We gotta go back to back. First of all, Russ, what the fuck took you so long, bro? It's my nigga. If he don't get no bigger, my brother from another Jump Street original, Mr. Russell Jones, was happening. And then we got Naisha. She must be one of your peeps. That's the first time I seen that name.
We got it back to back,
but we going back to back. So Russ,
back to back.
Russ and Niche, this is for y'all. Okay, this is how we welcome people to. Wait, let me get the comment off the screen first. Let me clear the screen first because we got to get it right. Let's clear the screen first. This back to back is for y'all too. Hey, yo. It never gets old. It never gets old. But Russ said, look, God gave us two ears and one mouth. Listen before you speak. That's on facts, bro. That is on facts. Nisha N said, think before you speak.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Brandon. Y'all got Big Exclusive pulling his hair out. Yeah, man. Tiffany Ann said, listen for comprehension.
Yes.
All right. We're going to take one more question, right? We're going to take one more question. And then we're gonna start busting it up about these topics. I need to check these shares because y'all showing off tonight. Y'all know we don't even get the show started till we got 15 shares. And last I checked, it wasn't at 15. But this last question is from Lisa again, because I like this question because I'm an advocate. What do you think about using marijuana to treat depression?
I think marijuana works the same way as alcohol and any other drug. When you self-medicate and don't use it properly, I don't agree with. Listen, people do what they do, but when you begin to
once you're not high, you're gonna still have
those same problems.
When and sometimes because depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain, when you use a drug like marijuana,
it's an herb. It's
It's from the earth.
We not gonna argue.
It's from the earth.
Listen. Whatever.
Whoa!
What I'm saying
Wait a minute now. I was born
if
for
you
this.
Already have a chemical imbalance in the brain, and you are using something like marijuana, it is only going to be temporary.
Yeah.
That's it. Depression
you're gonna go
is
right
one
back
of those
to
things
where you was at before.
Right. And it makes you feel good for the moment, but then when you come down off of that high, the problem's still there. The symptoms of depression are still there. There's still a loss of appetite. There's still a loss of pleasurable activities. There's still a loss of not wanting to get out of the bed. want to be closed into darkness, not wanting to get out and get sunlight, like not wanting to talk to people, not want to be social, communicate, all of the things that God created us to be as social beings.
So let me ask you this.
People do what they want.
But are you okay with it being legalized as treatment if it's prescribed by a clinician?
I think that I'm okay with it being legalized. I don't think people should be going to jail for that. I don't know how I feel about it with depression. This is what I'll say. I'll say this is with any drug with depression. It can't just be the drug alone. You have to get treatment. You have to get some type of mental health services. You have to see a therapist.
Okay, I see you
dancing.
I
say that with even depression
and
medication.
She's still calling the drug. She's still calling the drug too.
She keep calling the drug. But here's the thing.
Let me ask you this.
Exactly. But here's the thing. I'm not talking about it exclusively for depression. I'm talking about for multiple sclerosis, cancer patients. I'm talking veterans coming back home having PTSD. Like
all of those things, those are different though. Depression,
but that's what I'm saying.
Balance in the brain. PTSD is trauma. Somebody having Crohn's disease or arthritis and they smoke weed, that's not the same thing as a chemical imbalance in the brain. It does something different. Now, if it helps with the physical,
that's the medicinal purposes,
like the oils.
Right.
I agree with that. Like, if it's gonna take your body out of pain for an extended period of time, who wants to be in pain? Like, that don't feel good. People got stuff to do. But I think if you're going to use it for something like a personality disorder or a mood disorder, I think you need counseling with it. I think they have to go hand in hand because at some point it's even being on depression medication. Again, I'm not an advocate for medication, but I do think some people need it. There has to be a balance because the goal is to get you off the medication at some point. We don't want you on the medication forever.
Right.
So if we can give you skills and techniques and figure out why you're depressed, what's your triggers. A lot of people don't know their triggers when it comes to depression and anxiety. A lot of people don't know their triggers, what a trigger is, what triggers look like, and they don't even know what happens to their body. We call that somatic therapy. What happens to your body when you're anxious? What happens to your body when you're depressed? How does your body feel? Do you get heart palpitations? Do you start sweating? Do you start biting your nails, tapping your feet? Some people are so unaware of what physically happens to their body.
It's definitely a physiological response. Yep.
But what happens to your body and what led up to this? Like, what was the thought process before you went into this depressive state? I know that it's getting dark out quicker. It's getting cold. A lot of people suffer with seasonal depression. My recommendation, if you can, I know it's not the easiest thing, try to get out as much as possible. Try to get some sunlight as much as possible. Try to be as social as possible. Have your moments when you don't feel like talking, but don't shut the world out. You're not in it alone. There are so many people that suffer with it.
I'm good for that.
And
I'll go 0 dark 30.
I'll go 0 dark 30. You know, I don't feel like being bothered with nobody.
And I just be like, everybody, wait, real quick. Can we do this right quick? Let's get some positive energy and some love to Pop. Our very big exclusive network's very own Poppy Montega. His Pop's birthday is 12/24. He said the whole fourth quarter of the year is rough. So let's send some positive vibes Pop way. And you know for sure, Pop, I'm gonna double up and make sure I check on you, bro. You're not alone. You never alone. Don't ever think that for 1 second, bro. You know the brothers got your back. Okay. Let's delve into the tools for handling anxiety so we can get to these topics.
All right. So I got 3, but I'll give you 2 of them. So my favorite is a grounding technique called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do it either standing or you can sit down, but the goal of it is to make sure that your feet are touching the ground. You want to make sure you can feel your feet, wiggle your toes. The point of your feet is because you're grounded. That's the whole point of it. It's a grounding technique. These techniques are to help put you in the here and the now. So to get out of wherever you are mentally for the anxiety, the depression, feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed. The goal of this exercise is to center you back to where you need to be. So it's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can go on YouTube, type it in. They can show you how to do it. But the way I do it is I will stand or sit on a chair that has my feet placed, and I'll start with my feet. I'll wiggle my feet, feel my feet, make sure they're grounded. I might even take my socks off so I can feel the cold floor, so I can, make sure I'm there. You're going to start with 5 things you can see. So you are going to look around whatever space you're in and look at 5 things. Then you're going to go to number 4. You're going to do 4 things you can touch. So first is 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, and you're physically going to touch them. Then there's 3 things you can hear. So this comes with the listening. You're going to listen to things around you. Do you hear birds chirping? Do you hear the kids yelling? Do you hear the water running? Whatever it may be. But again, these exercises are to place you in the here and now, so you are aware of what's happening right now in your body. 2, you are going to do 2 things you can smell. 2 things you can smell. Oh, I can smell the gum I'm chewing, or I can smell the flowers. The last one is 1 thing you can taste. Maybe you just finished eating, so you can taste that, or you can taste the air. I don't know, whatever you can taste. Sometimes I swap out the last one for a positive affirmation, depending on how I'm feeling, or depending on the client and what the client needs. I may swap it out with 1 affirmation about yourself. It could be, I am loved. I am deserving of love. I am more than my circumstances. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to affirm and tell yourself, you can use that for your affirmation. So it's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, it is to help you stay grounded to the here and now and to take your mind off of whatever it is that you are experiencing. This one is called the 5-5-5 rule. It's a breathing exercise. You will breathe in for 5 seconds. You're going to hold your breath for 5 seconds. And then you're going to breathe out for 5 seconds. You're going to continue to repeat that until those thoughts slow down or you notice some form of relief. Now, these are 2 grounding techniques that I use a lot, especially when it comes with anxiety. Breathe. Just breathe. Take a step back. Again, with anxiety, I tell my clients, is it fact or is it fiction? Am I making this up? Am I causing myself to be anxious? Or is this reality? Is this something that's currently happening? And if it is, what can you do about it? Control what it is that you can control. We only have enough to control what we can control. Yes. I'll send you to
Didn't
you.
we talk about that though? Didn't I hit you up about that?
Yeah. Yeah. So
See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
I'll send those to you so that you can go on there. Also, I post daily stuff on my Instagram page. It is mind, so mind_body_soul_LLC. It is an open page. I try to post daily content about anxiety, depression, codependency, love addiction. Every so often I try to go live or do a story where I'm doing some positive affirmations. Please feel free to go on there. Last thing, I want to give out.
Don't just haul ass over that. Don't just rush over that. I really need them to go to your Instagram and follow you. It's super important because sometimes people like to do stuff privately. Somebody might need help right here, right now, and need you. Like, let's just make sure we give them that Instagram one more time. Not so fast.
Can
I put it in the chat? Like, will everyone else
be able
to?
Yeah, you can put it in the chat. Everybody will be able to see it.
Okay.
All right, so matter of fact, I'm gonna make a big banner for it so that in IG, some people get really private about that sort of thing, and we want to make sure they able to get the help. There we go. Watch this. Did I do it? I think I did it. Bam. Bam. Yep, got it. So her Instagram is mind_body_soul_LLC. It's on the screen. Write it down. I'm gonna do it one more time for the thousands of people listening on all the podcast networks that it's available. Doesn't matter. Just say, hey, Siri, or whoever you have, play the Big Exclusive Podcast. You can follow Dominique on Instagram at mind_body_soul_LLC. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. So go ahead, finish. That was just important.
Just one last thing that I want
to her
out.
People. I'm looking at her I'm looking at her Instagram right now. I know how many followers she got. At the end of the show, I want
business page, so please follow me. I need more followers.
Yeah, it's 26 of y'all in here right now. I need to see all 26 of y'all added to her Instagram, okay? Thank you. Sorry.
I just wanted to leave everyone with one number. Again, I know that it is getting cold outside. I know that the season is changing. People suffer from seasonal depression. If there is anybody that has ever had any suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, plans, whatever, I want to leave everyone with the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Line. You can call or text this number. Please do not feel like you are in this alone. Don't feel like there's no one for you to talk to. They are great. They provide, I always say companionship, but they will talk you down from whatever it is you're feeling. And so that number is 800-273-TALK. So again, that number is 800-273-TALK, which is 8255. That is the National Suicide Prevention Line. If anyone just needs someone to talk to, they're feeling overwhelmed, life throws a lot at you. And sometimes, unfortunately, when you're not in a good space mentally, people will have suicidal ideations and suicidal thoughts. And let me make this very clear. Everyone suffers from that. It is nothing wrong if you have a suicidal ideation or a thought, but please get help. You have a purpose here. You are here for a reason. I know it may look dark. It may look cloudy. It may seem like every time you take a step forward, you're getting knocked 2-3 steps back, but I promise you are here for a reason. Do not feel like you're in this alone. Y'all have my Instagram. You have the Suicidal Prevention Line. You can call. You can even DM me. Like if you have a separate question outside of this and, whatever, please feel free to DM me. Like I said, I am at a private practice. There are other clinicians. I hope you find resources in your state or city, wherever you are, but you're not in this alone. Don't feel like you're in this alone. Talk to somebody. It's okay not to be okay. I know that's so cliche, and I know that's the thing that everyone's saying these days, but it really is okay not to be okay. We all go through stuff.
Now, you savages out there, don't go sliding in her inbox and all with the goofy shit, okay? She got somebody. She's in a relationship. So don't go over there with the bullshit. Only contact her if you need help, okay? Please. We don't need the bad reputation. You know how some of y'all could get. Melly, roll. Don't do it. Flight, don't do it. Okay? we need her to come back. She a lifeline for the network. She giving us that powerful mental health help. Okay? So don't go there with the bullshit. Okay? Business only.
Thank you, Brandon.
I had to say that because we got some.
Appreciate it. I was going to ignore him anyway. Don't worry about it.
Now, you sticking around, right?
I'm here.
You got any political connects you need to protect? You got any sponsors that might cancel you?
No, not right now.
Your job fire you?
I mean, I got an interview tomorrow. I'm just saying. I don't know. I had a phone interview today. I'll just say, don't mess up my money, okay? I don't know. Just
I'm just saying that we can get.
He's been known to say some raunchy stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't invite nobody from my job. The people I invited to the podcast are my very close friends, people I have known for over 20 years. So if anything, they gonna protect me. I ain't worried about it.
Say that then. This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna play this trailer because I'm excited to see this movie. And on the other side of this trailer, we gonna talk about cheating. We gonna talk about cheating. And Melly, you is a savage. Be offended. Be offended. Yeah, I'm still in roll line. Yeah, matter of fact, Melly, this one is for you, Melly.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap right now. Okay? Check this trailer out. I'm excited for this new movie. No, we didn't get paid for it, but I'm excited to see it. And I think, our big exclusive network family might fuck around, go see it all together. Who knows? I don't know. If y'all with it, we'll set it up. If not, fuck y'all. I'm still going.
I spent the last 7 years of my life living out my wildest dreams. Bianca, Rocky, my dad. This was built on their shoulders. Hey, my man, can I help you?
Let me get an autograph.
Nah, I ain't signing the autographs, but you get off my car.
You don't remember me, huh?
Damien. How long were you locked up?
18 years, bro. Just got out last week.
Glad to have you back out, huh?
I know I've been away a long time, but I kept myself in shape. I still got gas in the tank.
Come by the gym. Thank you.
Curious what happened with you two?
I didn't tell you. We was like brothers. I was the best, though. But I never got a chance to prove that. That's cute. I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing.
Damien's fighting the world and he's trying to hurt people.
I vouch for you. You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell. Watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything. You threatening me?
Something is going on with you.
Damien was like family.
Now we past talking.
Then maybe you just have to find him.
Do what I gotta do. Some of my methods you might disagree with me. These are family ties. I recognize mine. I know that they needed me. It's traumatic stress. Watch it manifest. Got my only fear. I ain't scared of death. Did you hear me yet? I ain't scared of death. Did you hear me yet? What you gonna do? Threaten to take my breath?
I need you to let go of your fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
I feel those chains are breaking, yeah. I fear God, I don't fear death. I see those stripes and take a step.
If y'all ain't got hype about that, I don't know what kind of human y'all
Man, that
is.
shit ain't coming out until March.
Hey, that's what Brandy said. March 23rd, 2023. Group Ticks, Shannon Big Exclusive. We in there. Rent the whole theater out. What y'all feeling that? Y'all feeling that? Yeah.
I like it.
Fucking with me? Y'all want to go check it out? Because if we could check it out, we would get the whole theater. And March
let's
is
get
my
the bootleg
birthday month,
copy
so
first.
I'm with it.
Get the
Yo,
bootleg copy first.
Brandy said, get a noon show. Get a noonday show to Melody. The Lot Lizard Chronicles. Truck Life Check-ins. Hey, yo, Brandy is leading the comments once again, okay? Kalila with me. She said, I'm with you. Gave me the chills. Melly, now I'm getting ready to mess the show up. I came in peace this evening. I'm hacking everyone's account now. Apologize. hey, hey, you really ain't gonna like this one, Melly.
Father, fuck you, man.
All right, let's get into it. Is that your phone, Dominique?
I can't hear.
It's all this feedback and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, you was good earlier
Mm-hmm.
because when the videos play, it automatically mutes everybody, so you can't talk over the video. Tiffany Ann with it. She said, yes, big exclusive network movie night. Bianca here for it. Christine, I never watched the Creed movies, but I'm gonna play catch up because that looks
I never
good.
watched them either.
Man, I like the Creed movies. I'm really not afraid to admit that.
I never watched them.
Tanner, you already know how many Macs in my office. I you know what? I do, Melly. I do, but
You don't dictate to me. I'm Floyd motherfucking Henderson. You can't sing, hum, or motherfucking skip. You possum face motherfucker.
you're worse, bro. Brandy nailed it. Set it up, $20 a seat, fundraiser event for the Big Exclusive Network. I'm all in. I'm with it. We setting it up. Let's go. And Melly, you do got an obscene amount of Macs in your office, bro. That is just unhealthy, bro. That is unhealthy. All right, let's talk about it. You know how we do. It's about to go down. Tag your friends in because you know what we fitting to talk about. And if you don't know, here it is. We about to get into the do's and don'ts of cheating. And what are the signs that you are being cheated on? Let's start
Don't
the dumb
do it.
shit. I put the link in the chat, right?
Don't do it. It's just that simple. Don't do it.
Listen. Listen. The link is in the chat. I'm gonna do it one more again because it might have got past y'all. Our executive producer is off tonight. So I'm doing what I normally do, what I did all the time. I'm pasting the link in the chat. Now, rule number 1, don't come in here if you capping. If you come in here with some capping shit, I'm getting you right up out of here. No notice, nothing. You just getting up out of here. All right. If you coming on here to lie, don't do it. OGC through the lies. We gonna get you up out of here. Okay.
Yeah, you going out straight up out of this joint.
Straight up out of this joint.
Speedball you up out of here by the back of your fucking collar.
Listen,
with your
we
feet off
talking
the ground.
about cheating. We're going to establish this right now. All of us in here is grown than a motherfucker, okay? And we have a past. And if you with somebody and they judging you about your past, reevaluate your situation, okay? Reevaluate your situation. Exactly. Now, we all grown. We all cheated before. If you come on here talking about you didn't, I'm getting you the fuck up out
of here.
All right. And we all been cheated on. If you say you never been cheated on,
you get the fuck up out of here.
Get the fuck up out of here. Okay. We not for the shits tonight. You gonna come on here, keep it 101 and then some, or you gonna get the dunce hat and we gonna put you in the corner. I fuck around and block you for lying. Okay. You gonna be in timeout for real. I fuck around and block you for lying. All right.
So now that we laid the ground rules. We are going to discuss.
Lillian said, Dominique, I definitely need a session or two. Do you do virtual or only in person? Hey,
I do both.
Lillian.
She gave her information out, Lillian.
I'm going to put it up here again now.
Lillian,
stop playing. Therapy over. Therapy is over. We get into the shits now, okay?
Lillian cannot go outside.
And that's exactly why, because Lillian ass be circling the airport. Okay. She's still talking about office. That was a whole trailer ago. Lillian, what you doing? What you doing? So now that we established the ground rules, don't hit the link if you can't oblige. Because what we fitting to talk about, going to get some people in some trouble, get some people out of some trouble, or open somebody's eyes. I don't know what your situation is.
It
ain't none of my business. This is a podcast. This is a podcast. And what we talking about ain't your life. We can only talk about our experiences. But if it just so happened that the shoe fit, and you slide that motherfucker on, and your partner next to you, we are not responsible for anything that go on in your house, relationship, or in your mind. Dominique will talk to you during her office hours.
And she like Big Red. When your office hours, Dominique? Between 9
to 5.
9 to 5. And listen, if you feel like you're going to be triggered,
bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Because we don't give a fuck, okay? Now, with that being said, OG, you've been cheated on.
I did more of a cheating.
Thank you.
I've been cheated on before too, though.
Dominique, you've been cheated on.
Yep, both.
Yeah, thank you. Same for me. I've done some cheating. I've been cheated on. Now,
my stomach was hurt like a motherfucker.
Hey, as a man,
I couldn't eat. I couldn't go to sleep.
Hey, but listen, when the shit went down, you wouldn't admit that, right? You was cool when it went down, right?
When it went down
to the fellas, yeah, I'm good, man. Fuck that bitch, man.
Of course.
Man, fuck that bitch. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You know how you got to stop the chat.
Right.
You got to keep it. Listen
to the homies.
You from Fraud and Allegheny.
To the homies.
Yeah.
Like,
man, that shit ain't mean nothing, man.
Ain't mean that, man. Fuck out of here. It was good. You know what I mean? But when that door closed,
what?
Motherfucker, his lower stomach ache.
Yeah,
you got to cry when he get in the car.
Yep.
He gonna
You ain't gonna go to sleep.
Right. Nigga gonna be listening to all the songs that remind him of the nigga gonna make I can only
Yo, listen.
myself. I'm
I
making
got
playlists.
two people that you know, but I'm not gonna name. It's 2 songs.
Send it in a private chat.
It's no, I'm not gonna name them. It's the Tony Terry song when I'm with you.
Uh-huh. Oh, I already
He
know.
used to walk away. He used to walk away every time he heard it. And I never understood. And then he told me or whatever. Then my other homie, I catch him, he in the trance like this. It was a mattress like on the wall in the dining room. And the lights was out. And the song was on. He was in there like leaning on the mattress and shit. And then he told me a story.
Hey, yo, the ladies is savage. Yeah, I gonna say angry OG crying and carrying on.
Yeah.
Poppy, right? OG be having diarrhea and all. Facts. Brandy come through. Brandy out of pocket for this one. A girl treat on a ninja. He come down with COVID symptoms, can't function, but want us to take it on the chin. Listen, ain't no lies detected there, Brandy.
Nope.
Ain't no lies detected there.
My stomach was hurting.
Listen, so we established that we've all done some cheating. We all been cheated on. I want to know, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, because I made playlists and shit. I used to, it hoit.
Yo,
that shit ain't hurt. That shit hoit.
When I first got cheated, this was my first girlfriend. First person I ever cared about. And she cheated on me, right? That shit turned me black, man.
Yo, Icebox where my heart used to be.
It turned me black, beloved.
Icebox where my heart used to be. First of all, in the chat, what I want y'all to do in the chat while I start talking to everybody on the panel, I want y'all to drop 2 songs. Drop 2 songs. Drop that breakup song.
Jody got your girl and gone.
Like Jody got your girl and gone. Like, yeah, that song that's like fuck you. You know what I mean? And then drop
the statue of a fool.
Then drop the song, right? Then drop that song that bring you back. Like put your freakum dress on. Like I heard that was the anthem for a while.
Yeah.
So drop those songs. We fitting the rapper taste real quick. Spin a little yarn, right? So first we're gonna go over when you got cheated on. What was some of the signs that you knew you was being cheated on? Ladies first. The OG triggered. That motherfucker start shaking. Yo,
because it wasn't no sounds though. It really wasn't no sounds.
Y'all
Legit,
think y'all
no
be
sounds.
so smooth and so slick. Y'all be out here dropping breadcrumbs. We be noticing.
Yo, no, I'm talking about her. It was she. It wasn't no
You
signs.
just wasn't in tune with them signs.
No, it really wasn't. Yo, listen. And the crazy part about it is, she went away to school. They kind of found out she was cheating.
Was she in school or was she?
No, she went to college. She went to college.
All right.
Yeah,
college. In the black community, that could mean prison. We don't know.
I went to that school.
Oh,
but,
okay.
All right. I went up there to see her, right? Mm-hmm. So I got there a little bit before she thought I was going to get there. I drove. It was like
get there early.
2.5, 3 hours.
That was your fault. Nobody tell you get there early. But go ahead.
No, but because she told me it was going to take longer. So, but it didn't take the amount of time that she said it was going to take. Like, her roommate opened the door. She had a picture of the nigga on the bulletin board, beloved.
Damn.
Yikes.
So, my question is, how did you know you was being cheated on, Dominique?
When I seen that motherfucking picture.
Bro, we know. You ain't been to college since.
Nope. Not even to drop my cousin off.
I think there are signs. I think there are behavior changes.
No.
For me?
Your experience. We speaking to your experience.
We speaking about your shit.
Right. You ain't the therapist right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It happened so long ago.
Mine was in 1988.
She broke your heart. I could tell. You still holding on to that. The calls stopped. They weren't as frequent. The text messages, the hanging out, always busy, family this, need to make time for that. The behavior changed.
There wasn't no text messaging back then.
Well, I'm not that old. I'm gonna just put that out. I'm not that old.
Damn.
I'm just saying. My first phone was a Nokia. I'm just saying. I'm not that old. I had the snake game. So
the girl sent me a message on Facebook.
Oh, she was bold. She came to you as a woman.
Randy said 88. Damn, I was fresh out the vagina. Melly said, I knew from her actions, shifting, hiding messages and texts, constant cover-ups. I felt like I was number 8 in her life under the great cousins. Damn.
He was at the back of the line and shit.
To go with Tiffany said though, the guy that did it, he was asleep at my house, and the chick called his phone while he was asleep. I said, let me go on and answer this. You sleep. You can't answer this. So I answered. And, yeah.
What made you think
why would you answer his phone?
He was asleep. I was trying to help him out.
Why would you answer it? He ain't had no secretary.
Because he was at my house.
Quick
my house belonged to me.
Quick question.
He answer your phone in there?
If he wanted to, he can answer my phone.
Quick question.
Yes.
Had you ever answered that man's phone prior to that?
No. So maybe
what made you answer it then?
Maybe it was intuition. Women have that.
No,
Y'all know.
women
have that. We just know.
No, y'all don't.
We
do. I'm gonna call bullshit on that because y'all think y'all be listen, Dominique. Y'all think y'all be knowing, and y'all don't be knowing because you give a motherfucker that case when he not doing nothing. And I done ran 16 circles around you and you ain't even know. And when I ain't doing nothing is when you telling me I'm doing something.
But this wasn't the situation. I didn't pin anything on him prior to that. Something said answer
the phone.
Whoa. So
Something
you ain't had
no, she ain't had no business answering.
It don't matter. I don't know if I like her name. Maybe it sound like a side bitch. I don't know what it was. What I know is something in my brain said answer this fucking phone. So that's what I did, and I found it out. That's it. We know.
Cool.
We know.
Cool.
We know. That's it.
What was the conversation like?
So I woke him up and I was like, such and such called you. You might want to call her back. And he looked like, oh shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to get up and get out. Like, that's what I'm gonna need you to do. Go and get it. So now he's trying to explain. And I'm like, I'm wrapped out, bro. Conversation is over. I called his mom, like, you want to come pick up your son? He's a piece of shit. He was cheating on me. The girl called. We had a conversation. Yeah.
You out of pocket, Dominique.
I ain't out of pocket. I was very much in pocket and in my place and doing what I was supposed to be doing. It's my house,
out of
my
pocket,
rules.
Dominique.
My house, my rules.
He didn't give you no inkling or nothing that that something was going on.
I don't like what her name was in his phone. I can't remember.
But why was you looking at it though? But why was you looking at it? Why was you looking at it?
So look, this one for Bianca.
You know what? She kept calling back to back. It's a difference when you just call one time. No, I'm not going to answer. But why are you blowing up
she add to the story? See how she add to the story, make it
no,
look
this is literally
cool,
from
to make it seem like it was cool, like she was supposed to answer it.
This was 2007. Like, it's not at the top of my brain.
You still did it though.
So she kept calling back to back. So I wanted to see if it was an emergency. It might have been somebody else. So
Bianca,
I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it.
Dominique and Bianca, this one's for you.
Stop the cap.
Intuition, we know.
Solid. All right, cool.
We know.
Y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Here's the thing, though, is the circumstances leading up didn't kind of warrant you answering that man's phone.
But I told you the time.
But
stopped.
the fact that he could, here's where you get the pass. Relax. Here's where you get the pass. Here, he's allowed to answer yours if you was indisposed.
She's saying that now.
Back then,
I say that in all my relationships.
She was saying that back then.
I have nothing to hide. It was nothing to hide.
So look.
Listen, she should have stayed a side chick. Why would you keep calling his phone and blowing his phone up? One time is okay. If somebody don't answer, you don't keep calling. So I answered because I wanted to make sure it wasn't an emergency.
Can we talk about the time when you cheated?
Yeah, absolutely. That don't bother me. It happened.
While you was looking up that way. What they say on
it happened. I was reading Brandy's comment.
That body language, that thought, that get creative. Look, get creative.
Yeah. No, I was reading the comment.
Comments ain't up there.
Not up there.
I didn't see Brandy's comment.
The comment not up there though.
Brandy said, "My thing is, if you look and find what you're going, wait, what?
What are you going to do?
If you look and find, what are you going to do? If you answer the phone and there was no consequences, you might as well not have answered it."
Oh, right, that's why I kicked his ass out and we broke up.
Says say brain. Bianca says facts. Bianca also says you get. Wait a minute. You get that empty feeling in the pit of your stomach and something.
Your stomach be hurting and shit.
Is the effect. So wait, Bianca, this is why I gave Bianca Stop the Cat, right?
Because Bianca ain't never had no man.
It never had no feeling.
According to her.
Like Bianca a thug for the streets.
Yeah.
Her own co-host say she got
never had feelings for nobody at all. So how you get that in the pit of your stomach?
Right. So how do you get feelings in the pit of your stomach?
You got to come clean, Bianca.
Don't do that. Don't do that to her.
You got to come clean.
Don't do that. She know what she felt. You don't know. You wasn't there.
But how you feeling if you never had feelings for somebody?
How you gonna tell this girl she don't got no feelings?
She told us.
She said, "Cause of y'all niggas."
She probably don't have none now. Exactly. Cause of y'all niggas. That's what that is.
No, yeah. She good now. Bianca done found her a good man. She looking to
settle
down. She trying to leave all her hoes behind, so she doing good. Okay?
She want to change her phone number though.
She definitely gonna have to change her phone number for sure. All right.
It takes one good man to settle you down. I'm here for it. Good job, Bianca.
Yeah, she got to change that phone number though.
Yeah.
Listen, progress. Some progress is better than no progress. Leave her alone.
Look at Brandy. Leave Bianca alone. There were circumstances that led up to her not having feelings. Bianca, I ain't found love either. Whoa.
See? That's what I'm saying. Give it to her, man. Give it to her.
Hey, wait a minute.
Stop the cap.
Bianca. You know what? I ain't gonna make this about you, B.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on.
Put the next
Bianca, I love you.
Yeah.
Make sure. Listen,
I'm rooting for you, Bianca.
We rooting for you. You little sister network. We love
I'm
you.
rooting for your shit to fall apart, Bianca.
Make sure y'all tune into Foreplay with B Thursday nights, 9 p.m. You can catch Bianca Monroe. She can give y'all updates about her love or not love on her show.
Whatever she might have found a new word for it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna leave her alone though.
Yeah, she got this one. We out. Yeah. Lisa Carter, Big Exclusive Network, fellas teaching this game. Poppy, it's always a nigger fault on why these women fucked up.
Yep.
Bianca said phone number changes definitely in the work.
See, you gotta change it, Bianca.
Brandy, Bianca better than me. I'd rather put them on the block list. Hold this number too long. All right. So listen. All right. First of all, Dom, I super appreciate you sharing. We crazy. I hope you okay. Show not over. Don't look at your watch. We ain't done with you.
I ain't got an alert. Really?
We just saying.
You didn't tell your part yet.
We appreciate you sharing, but yeah, let's get into. No, because I don't want to feel like we dumping on her. Like, let's talk.
Don't bother me. Yes, I cheated before. I was checked out of a relationship. That was it. That was all. Sometimes it be taking y'all a while.
See how she had this excuse? See this excuse? See this excuse?
I was checked out. I don't think men understand that when a woman is done, she's done.
So why was you still there?
Physically, I was there. Mentally, I checked out.
Why didn't you check out?
Why you ain't take your physical with you? Why put that man through that
I'm not gonna leave my house. I'm not gonna leave my house, but we had a kid. We have a kid, and so at that time I was trying to keep the family together, but then I realized that it was healthier for me to leave and for my child to see
all right.
His parents.
Right. That's cool.
Love each other from a separate household than be in conflict all the time.
That's cool.
I left.
So you cheated because you wanted to, basically.
I won't say because I wanted to. I won't say as I wanted to. I'll say I was fed up. Let me say that.
All right, I appreciate you sharing.
We're gonna go with that one. We can go with that one, Dominique.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Calves.
We're gonna
Asshole.
go with that.
Calves.
Exactly. Being accountable. Thank you, Brandy. I took my accountability.
I
It is
accept
what
it.
it is.
I accept it. I just didn't want to talk about it no more. It's cool. Like, I'm good. It is what it is. I appreciate you sharing that much. So now,
At least you told the truth. Some people wouldn't come on here and do that.
yeah, some people get on here and start capping.
I'm
Call
too
me
grown
lying
to be
people.
lying about stupid shit.
Lying like a Persian rug.
like let's move on. Let's move on. I want to see what y'all think of this right quick.
You say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the big exclusive podcast available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe or else.
All right, we done enough cheating tonight. I'm cool.
Well, my answer that was the one, huh? That topped the cake, huh?
No. It wasn't that. Well, fuck it. Let's get into my cheating then.
There you go. Can't just be all on the women tonight.
Bianca, I need parts ASAP. Dante, have a great night. Got a dip set. Don, appreciate you, Tay. Appreciate you for sure. Christine with the flames. Lillian, definitely want to see this. Okay.
Lillian cannot go outside. Lillian, you lunching tonight, Lillian. You really lunching.
She definitely circling the airport. I don't know what's happening. Lil usually on point.
Yeah, she
All
lunching tonight, man.
So yeah, I don't know. Y'all gotta ask me the questions. I'm not. I don't know what to divulge. But yes, I've cheated.
You man, listen.
Yes,
you
I've been cheated on.
and
Yeah.
you cheat. So
Yeah.
give us a situation. Give us a scenario.
What do you want to know? Like,
how you got cheated on, and when you found out, how did you find out?
Oh, so this is a good story. So
I know. I want to hear it again.
What if I don't tell that one?
Well, tell the other one then.
I'm doing bad out. I'm doing bad out this joint, OG. He said, so tell the other one. Damn. All right. So I'll tell this one. So at the time we had lived together and I was heavy into photography. So I was still working at the hospital. I was working 3 to 11:30. So on weekends I would shoot like kids' birthday parties, what do they call those? Baby showers, brunches, shit like that, right? Maybe even a wedding. So I would get off late Friday night, come home, sleep, get up, get dressed, go do a job. She worked 7 to 3:30. So boom. I get in from a job on Saturday, probably early afternoon, like 1 o'clock, something like that, whatever the case was. So I sit at the desktop because that's where I download all my pictures. I edit all my pictures. So boom, I sit there to upload the pictures I took because I give people, when I used to do it, I used to give people all their images. Other photographers used to be mad as shit at me because I would give them everything. I didn't give a shit unless, when they wanted them edited, they would pay extra. I would edit those pictures and include it in the portfolio that I was in. So I got in, put my chip in the computer, hit the mouse. The bitch woke up. I ain't have to start it up. It just woke up. So I say, okay, cool. I guess she was using it before she left. Opened up a new folder, created a new folder for the client. I hear a ding. Says, oh shit. So I hit the icon. It was the Internet Explorer. It pops open. Yeah, Facebook give you the messages It
Hammer
dinged
time
at
all
the
in your
bottom.
face.
Nigga. Nigga. So I look at it and his Facebook was open. So I'm looking like, the fuck? So initially I'm like, yo, I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna just mind my business. So dude must have seen that the green light was on, right? Actually, it was two of them.
Dang.
So another message came through. Ding. I said, the fuck?
Another motherfucker.
So first of all, this one was the ex this time.
Mm.
So I said, damn. Brandy, you a nut. This AOL messenger chatting with Big Dick Rick 215 behind your back. He said, all gat man and Robin. So I clicked the shit open because you could see the preview of the message, and they was talking about booking another room.
Another room.
So I said, another room. So what the? I said, I know I ain't nigga.
Hold the
I
fuck up.
opened it up and I scroll. I start reading the, you know how you read the bottom 2-3 messages. I'm like, oh, I got to go back. So I go back. I instantly regretted that shit, bro.
Stomach just dropped out your whole body. Your whole soul left your body.
Yo, nigga, when I tell you I was outside my body,
you
looking
look like
at the
Patrick
computer,
Swayze on Ghost.
I'm behind myself, rubbing my shoulders like it's gonna be all right, bro. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Little, this was Michelle. I didn't tell you this story. So you
what was my name to her?
I don't know. Some made up. Kevin. Yeah. That was some nut ass shit too, bro. Like, yo, women be saying, they be talking just because they got lips sometimes, bro. Like, that was goofy. Like, why did you? Let me get back to the story. I don't even know why she felt need to even talk to me about that, bro. Like, I really, like, that shit was, I don't care, which is the point. But anyway, I scrolled up. Yes, Bianca, I instantly got sick because Brandy, yo, you a nut. Alexa, play Computer Love. So anyway, I scrolled up and it was all these messages back and forth about their rendezvous, but not only was it messages, it was picture and
visual. Yeah, visual.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody ever experienced seeing a woman get slayed, but that was my experience. So I went into the other message.
She was getting bombed?
Bro. Bombed, aired the fuck out, bro. Aired out.
I probably would have fainted.
So yeah, I had a little asthma attack going on. So all right, Lillian, I read it late, my bad. Maybe your phone just sent it through it. I read it when it came through. So boom, I started to go into the other messages. So the first ones I was reading was the ex. The next set of messages was some new nigga I never even heard of. So they busting it. He was the one that sent the original message like, yo, we need to get another room. So unbeknownst to me, what was happening is she had to work, but she was doing her rendezvous at wherever she was doing them at.
She was riding the cock carousel.
She was riding the cock carousel, so for sure. So what ended up happening was I gathered all my camera equipment. I Cole, gas up the pace. I gassed up the pace. Actually, it was an Impala at the time. So I packed all this shit that I felt like was important, all my money making shit, my laptop, my studio equipment, personal shit, deodorant, some shit I had from my brother, and I just dipped. So I just left. Like I just left, and I never went back. And so what's crazy is she turned my phone into a paperwork. She called like. And it was an obscene amount of time. She just called because I left the Facebook open. So clearly when she got back in and she sat at the computer, she probably realized what was happening. So it was like, damn, it wasn't a whole lot of conversation needed to have from me. Like, fuck, it wasn't much stuff. I left. My shit is gone. I'm gone. Simple. You know what you had on the screen. You know what you was doing. So we don't have to have no conversation. Like, it's over. So, that time you talking about a nigga was sick. I'm
You couldn't
talking.
even eat, could you?
Oh no, I can always eat. My appetite ain't never an issue. Look at me, like I ain't never got an issue. Don't laugh too hard, Dominique. Now, damn, you had to laugh that damn hard. Shit, you still laughing? That's some bullshit. You can't come
Cover
back.
her mouth up and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
she great crying. I said I ain't never had a problem eating. Look at me. She bust out like
I
she
love food
cracking
too.
the fuck
I
up.
was just sorry.
So yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of conversation, man. It was just like, yo, I was over it. Like, you know what I mean? We don't have nothing to talk about. What's done is done. Like, what do you say? How do you come back from that? Right? Like, I
It ain't
saw
what
it.
to talk about.
Like, ain't nothing to talk about. Like, I literally saw you getting bombed. So it's like, what the fuck? I don't have nothing to talk about. And we was together. It wasn't like it was some messages from 2-3 years ago. Like, no, this was
She
some
probably
recent.
was still coming from getting bombed when she.
Probably, bro. That could have been the case. But for like weeks on end, she would just kept calling, trying to, yo, I'm sorry. And I just stopped answering. I was just done. It wasn't nothing left to talk about. Like, I was cool. I was making my bread. I think I spent like a month at my mom's crib. And then I went and got me an
Then you
apartment.
went and got the butt hut.
Then I went and got the butt. Because that's one thing about cheating, right? One thing about being cheated on. Once you get cheated on, that shit turns you into a savage for a quick period. Like, I was out this motherfucker, like, all right, well, activate.
I was riding with no brakes, man.
Well, no, I keep brakes on, bro.
I was riding with no
something
brakes.
wrong with you. Like, it's you a level of savage that I never aspired to be. Like, ever. Like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't never. Like, you do shit. We gonna talk about it one day on the podcast. It's gonna come up. I'm not gonna tell your personal business, right? But what I'm gonna say is, I never aspired to do the shit you had going on, bro. Like, I was riding with brakes, protection.
Man, I
Everybody was
no
under
brakes.
suspicion and investigation. I wasn't out here being reckless. You reckless. Some of the shit you did is. I was never that reckless. I was always. Hence, I didn't have kids till I was 33. So, of course, I stayed protected. I always protected myself. I didn't trust. Still don't trust people.
God take what I tell you, man. What I tell you.
Take care of fools and babies, and you not no damn baby.
Oh,
so he got you. He got you. So with that being said, like, that was, I think that was like, and I'll tell you this, that wasn't even the worst. That wasn't even the worst. Yeah.
The upper joint that was a bad joint, man.
That was a bad joint.
We ain't even gotta talk about that one, though.
We're not gonna talk about that one, bro. That was
some motherfuckers still liable to get a cat busted. They ask about that shit.
Listen, on God, it's on site. Like, OG, like, I don't like talking cryptic because people gonna start asking questions, but you're right. There's still some people got an answer for that. It's still some people got an answer for that. But with that being said, that was the worst joint for me. Like, that shit fucked me up for a while. Like, I ain't even gonna lie.
That shit destroyed me, man.
It was like,
I couldn't believe it.
I probably lost like 40 pounds. Like, it was just, and it wasn't because I wasn't eating, but I had, you know how niggas get. I'm going to the gym. You know what I mean? I'm going to act up. I'm going to get swole.
We had a whole trip.
Like,
we had a whole trip to Hershey Park that next day after I found out.
Right.
I ain't even going on the trip.
Fuck that trip. Fuck that trip. But yeah, that was the most. That John was a hurt piece. Ant, man, like, Ant, make sure you tell Cuz to get with me, man. I definitely like what I saw, man. I definitely want to check him out. Ant, man, like I said, True Confessions with Big Exclusive. I mean, listen.
That shit was like a 24-hour virus stuff.
Huh?
It was like a 24-hour virus. I was fucked up for like one day, and then I was cool. Like, I wasn't fucked up no more. It wasn't really real quick.
My shit took like, I ain't gonna lie, because the fact that she kept harassing me, I think that's why it took so long. Like, so I started going to the gym. I was eating right. Then I was trying to conquer as many women as I can, protected, of course. But at the time, like, the gym helped. Like, the women, I don't know. It helped in a moment, but it was like super.
My old head told me the best way to get over one It's with another one.
Let's to get under another.
And then he told me one is too close to none. Because if you lose her, you don't have none.
So, quick question before we get out of here. Anybody want to share their story? Or does anybody think they getting cheated on right now? Because we can get to the bottom of this shit right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's direct. Jesus.
Man, listen. Like, can't have I just told you this is our family. We can't have them out here looking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, until you see me walking out my house in handcuffs, now I'm good.
Why would you have on handcuffs?
Because she gonna kill a motherfucker this damn
That's
time.
thank you, OG. Thank you. At this age, I ain't playing. I'm going to jail.
I ain't going for it now, man.
I'm going to jail.
You
The
married?
motherfucker fuck around and get hurt.
No, but I'm gonna be on Snaps for sure.
Fatal, one of them ID channels.
So you single?
I'm not. I mean, yeah, that's the opposite of being
No,
married.
she's not married, but she's spoken for. She's spoken.
Why are you gonna kill somebody? Like, that ain't nice.
Listen, I said what I said. At this big age and the amount of time I have dedicated to this particular person that I am with, baby, listen what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna see me on a Netflix special, okay? That's
killing
what I'm
season.
trying to tell you.
So man in the perfect position, he can get away with anything right now.
Don't play with me.
Well,
no, he cannot get away with anything.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
I don't want to come up missing. I'm
not tolerating anything at this grown age, but he's a good dude, so I don't have that to worry about. And if it is, you better hope I don't ever find out because I'm gonna end up on Snap. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to jail.
That's all I'm going to say.
Going to jail.
Nelly said he was fucked up for 10 months straight, lost 118 unhealthy weight pounds.
Nelly was like, Papa, I done stood all I could stand, and I can't stand no more.
Look, Brandy, I said what I said. Dominique Godwin.
I love it.
Hey, yo.
I love it.
Bianca been in a relationship for 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10
I feel you 100, sis. I'm going to jail. She been in a relationship for 10 minutes, bro.
Stripes or orange.
She just decided last week that the shit was real.
Yeah.
Like, she just decided, like, she decided yesterday that she was leaving the streets.
She don't even got no skin in the game.
And now that she has arrived, we're going to welcome her to jail, prison. Listen what I'm telling y'all, okay?
Hey, yo, since nobody else want to share, Lisa Carter said, nope, no more games. Want to cheat, leave before I catch you.
That sounds like a vicious
he
threat.
owed me at least 3 holes. I'm still on the fence.
That's all 3? Somebody, yo.
Brandy have an RCF. Yeah, yo.
Somebody owed me some.
Right at RCF, yes.
Christine, I missed it. Christine, if my husband ever think about cheating, he better ask himself, how much do he love his life? Because you could have stayed single.
I agree. You got to evaluate.
Melly said, can't share. I got too many hammers with me right now. Bianca said, shut up, OG. Christine, that wasn't the one. I'm sorry. Let me go back. It was this one true? Christine, I think I know that other story, bro. Yeah, Christine, you know that other story. Here she go, bro. My ex had a voice recording having a threesome, and I went through the phone while they were asleep and heard it. I woke that motherfucker up out there sleep with my fists.
Listen.
Yo.
What did you say though?
I got a story about that, man.
Lisa, my ex side chick left her granny panties in my toy box. Burn the house down. What?
So she pulled the left eye?
She took a shot at it, her granny panties. She still heard about that shit.
Did you find more, Lisa?
Panties. She hit her with the granny. That's the shade still real. She still feels some type of way.
Lisa said she left his fucking bloomers.
They probably wasn't shade. They wasn't no Victoria's Secret sexy paintings. They probably was granny paintings. You don't know.
Let y'all. You know what? I ain't even gonna start. It's 9:00.
Man, start.
No.
What you about to say?
No.
Say it, man.
No.
Set the internet on fire.
No.
You got some ammunition.
I got so much ammunition.
I don't know why you holding it back, man.
Because you want me to start lobbing napalm, and I don't want to do it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
You would break the internet, man. You would go viral.
I don't know if it would go viral, but
it would.
Some people, because look, you trying
you're a troublemaker. Stop.
He trying to put the battery in my back, right?
He's definitely trying to put the battery in your back. Like,
but listen. He doesn't necessarily need to do it. Like, I was already offended by the shit that went down.
It almost came out.
It almost came out. It's a fact. But I was so offended by the shit that was going on, but I was able to take a deep breath. I woosayed my shit. I would have did. Right? I know you because you don't have no motherfucking picks, no scruples, no nothing. You don't care. You savage 24/7.
I would have did it,
365. But I've learned.
I did too.
Take 5, 5, 5. You know what I mean? 5, 5, 5.
Yes, read it out.
I let people live.
No,
Shannon, big exclusive share. We are your big exclusive network family. No, I can't share that one. I can't. But it may come out.
It's going to come out.
It's going to come out because I'm gonna be triggered so bad one day that I'm gonna just say fuck it and pull the pin, and I'm gonna just blow everybody's shit up because you're not trying to play me. Like, I'm a grown. I be showing love to everybody. I respect everybody.
Shit about you and shit, man.
And they be talking shit about you.
All right, OG, stop stirring the pot. Like, you really what's up with you right now?
Hey, I'm sorry, Dominique. Listen, I've been dealing with this. I've been dealing with this my whole life. Like, you ain't got to worry about him being able to do that.
Do you hear him in the background now?
Listen, when I say we talk every day, we talk every day. Okay. So if it was going to come out, it would have came out but it's going to come out one day. It's definitely
did it that day.
Because that shit would have definitely it would have had a chance of going viral for sure. With that being said,
I'm putting cases. Play my job, man. It would have been that. That's what it's going to be.
I'll be right with you, Shannon. My clips is loaded. No, we getting out of here, Melly. We getting out of here. But Melly, my man, I know if I'm riding with no brakes, OG and Melly riding shotgun. They don't give a fuck.
Right? I'm driving. I'm the one that drives.
See there?
We gonna bang out. Fuck
yeah, I'm out the window. I'm out the window. Them bitches hollering, Ricky. I'm firing off, dude. OG, real quick before we leave, 12 play with the Angry OG. Yes or no?
I think yes. The audience that our family spoke.
Full of shit. He ain't gonna commit to it, so we're gonna have to find somebody
else. I'm gonna do it. Watch.
No, he ain't gonna.
It's not gonna be for no anyway. I don't have the hour.
So I gotta ask this question because I know we crazy. We didn't even get to the other topics. Next week we definitely doing the 90s because I know that's gonna break the internet. People gonna have some fun. Miss Godwin, did you enjoy the show?
It was awesome.
Would you come back?
Yes.
You will come back? All right.
I will come
now,
back.
She brought people with her. She brought people with her.
She brought people with her. Facts. She brought people. Now, I will ask you this. So we had talked about something behind the scenes. And I'm confident, and I'm going to say it on air. If you be mad at me, I mean, it is what it is. You like the show. You like the network. Now you family. So I was asking you about creating a platform for you. And you had said, yo, I wanted to do it. Just don't have time just yet.
He basically putting you on the spot down.
I noticed.
But what I'm trying to get from you is what we talked about. Those 2 5-minute clips of you with the advice and like you did with the anxiety tips and mental, like if I can get, you ain't even got to do it every day. Just once a week, say, hey, Big, here's one. I got a drawing for you. Boom, shoot it over to me. I can post it across all the network feeds. Hopefully, wait, I got to check because these punk motherfuckers better have followed you, okay? Because I told them, I had told them 7 people followed you. You ungrateful.
Everybody not on Instagram though.
That's true. That's true.
Because I don't do Instagram.
Well, tell y'all friends. I'm gonna put it on the screen and then we gonna get out of here. I'm gonna put it on the screen one more again. Make sure y'all share that with your
But
friend.
Dom, tell them something is better than nothing.
I'm
Right.
okay with 7 followers. I'm not
Yeah.
ungrateful at all.
There it is, Brandy. Mind_body_soul_ LLC. Thank you, Kalila. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Lisa.
We're Lily in
Yo.
that.
All right. So you're gonna hook me up. You're gonna do that for me.
Yes.
I thank you very much. Listen, you got friends, right? You was telling me about your other,
Yep.
Yeah.
My other clinician friends. Yep.
Yeah. We
So
everybody.
you could tell your friends about our friends.
And then we all gonna be friends.
And then we all
Yeah.
gonna be friends. Fact. Oh, wait a minute. It's time that Melly didn't snap. Like, I don't know. He talking to Brandon. It's time to go. So this is how we like to end the show, right?
Mel's gonna end up on Fatal Attraction.
He gonna end up on Snap. He gonna end up as a victim on Snap, okay? That's what he gonna end up at, as a victim on Snap. He keep playing. Listen, they don't play all the time. They don't play. Lisa, you right. You right, but I don't know. I get skeptical sometimes. Point is, this is how we end the show. Everybody gets a final thought. Doesn't have to be about any of the topics we discussed this evening. It could be about whatever you want. I like to personally look at it as like a little archive, little messages I leave for my daughters, or little messages I want to get across the community. Hopefully they're good enough. I'll cut it and post it. But if not, fuck it. Doesn't matter. It's archived. It's there forever. Angry OG gonna go first. This is how he does his final word. Ignorant shit, right? Just angry for no reason. So I'm gonna do it a little bit differently tonight, okay? As you was our guest, I think you had some great insight. I appreciate you sticking around, and I feel like you should have the final word tonight. So I'm gonna say what I always say, and then I'm gonna let you have the final word. And when you're done, just throw up the peace sign or say goodnight or whatever it is you need to do. But I'm gonna go first, and then you can have the final word, okay? So like I say, each and every week, Kayla and Cameron, Daddy, love you. There are no words. I'm not capable of expressing how much I love you with the words that I have available to me. Just know that I've never had any greater love than you two ladies. I appreciate the young women you are becoming. Again, just world is a playground. Explore it. Have fun. And if you do what Daddy said and you're not exchanging your time for money, you'll have the resources. Hopefully, I'm setting you up properly to be able to go and travel the world and do whatever it is that you want to do, because I want nothing more than for you guys to live the life of your dreams. I don't want you to be confined or restricted to anything or anybody. I want you to be able to come and go as your heart desires. Remember, I love you more than life itself.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that joined, for all the questions, the comments, the feedbacks. It's been amazing. This helps me to grow more and more as a therapist, and I am here. If anyone wants to talk, don't forget to follow the Instagram, DM me if you have any questions. This has been great. Thank you, Big Exclusive, for having me. I hope you have me again. I will definitely come back. Good night, everyone. Have a good night.
You say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the Big Exclusive podcast, available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now, or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe, or else.